Yes, Bora! Pop off, girl. Hey everyone, I'm Garrison and welcome back to the channel. So today, Cherrybullet is finally back, am I right? Finally! So today, I'll be checking out their newest song here called Love in Space, the MV for an All, and I know that this is tied along to their second mini album. We love to see it. Not gonna lie, I thought their label was gonna capitalize off of that, you know, Girls Planet 999 and all, and bring the group back together and come through with something. But hey, I'm not complaining at all because I really enjoyed their previous release called Love So Sweet and their first mini album called Cherry Rush, which, by the way, I totally regret not doing a review upon that because that mini album showed a lot of range from Cherrybullet themselves. I mean, prior to that, they came through with digital singles and single albums, and I was trying to understand what is Cherrybullet truly about, and I think they're slowly but surely doing that, and hopefully that continues to be the case here with Love in Space and their new second mini album. But aside from that, let's just get into the music video now, shall we? Alright, Love in Space by Cherrybullet. I got the English captions on and all. Let's go. Oh, the horns here. And the doorknob. Bit of hi-hats. And the electric drums into the... Oh! These synth strings. Whoa. I love this rapid fire delivery by G1 with the drum kits here. But it continues with Cher in here? Hold up. Oh, Aura. Yes. Yes, Bora! Pop off, girl. The Heian. Okay, verse 2. Yeah. Oh, May there though. Man, the rapid fire delivery just sticks on ya, huh? But this pre-chorus, nice and bouncy, fluffy with it. Just how Bora pierces her vocals in this. Love the tempo to this song. Oh, this bridge. Okay, Cherry! It's coming. Oh! Oh, the snare drums. Ooh. Yes! Yes! Oh my. The energy is just so relentless in this. Love in Space. Where do I even begin with this one? I just love the groove to this song. It gets quite groovy with it a majority of the time with that groovy synthwave loop that's going on. But huge highlight is the melodies. Super extremely catchy once you hear them, and then it's just so locked in your mind the whole time. But flashback, go back to the very beginning of the song in MV. We start out with these horns. I'm like, okay. Then I'm hearing these synth strings. Okay. Love in Space going in that intro with Bora, if I recall correctly. Then, immediately in verse 1, we get that rapid fire cannon delivery. I'm like, okay. But then as it continues, I'm like, what? Here's the thing, guys. I'm pretty sure a good amount of us can call this like game-changing per se. Game-changing in a way that you've never heard this before. And admittedly, I could say that too. However, believe it or not, from the rapid fire cannon delivery that happens often to a lot of the elements being done on this synth pop bass track with a lot of retro influences attached to it, such as the electric drums in the mix, of course, and the synth strings that we're going through so cleanly. We've heard these things done before like that, but not in this kind of succession and not together as a whole, which is why this song is so mind-blowing to me, right? It has bits and things that I'm personally quite familiar of over the years, but in an elevated kind of manner, almost making me reminisce back on Love So Sweet. Am I right? Like when we had Love So Sweet, na, 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 na. It was nice and playful and sweet with it, of course. Now we got Love in Space. All of a sudden, you know, their sweet love has elevated, boom, 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 all the way to the atmosphere and into to the moon and all. And I like that sort of kind of transition, you know what I'm saying, from Cherry Rush era, now we're on Cherry Wish and Love in Space, very galactic, space-like, but if anything, I'm pretty sure we can all agree, more so entirely dreamy with it. But showing that with the elevator there going on into the space and all, it was cool. But Haeyeon getting that ish as always, her high note and piercing through that, piercing through the instrumental as much as Bora did. I really loved May's sort of lengthier part during verse 2, if I recall correctly. But is it just me, or is this becoming a huge thing? Like, sure, once in a while here and there we get those retro bass genre tracks. Sure, why not? New disco, synthwave. You can't go wrong with them as long as you're doing it right and not doing it in some generic kind of way. You know, you got to switch something up. You got to do something different with it. And thankfully, most and majority of these releases these days have been doing that. You know, the likes of Chikata by Rocket Punch, that new disco track, right? But like, I'm actually gonna bring in Billy's Ginga Minga Yo in this, believe it or not. Even though it's completely different from the song, arrangement-wise, if you guys are familiar with that song had a post-bridge. And remember how much I freaked out with that post-bridge, with that dance break moment? There's a post-bridge here in Love in Space after the bridge, which is incredible to hear in a title track. Look, I'm not saying that this should be a common occurrence, but it's just so refreshing to hear that kind of arrangement going on, done in that kind of manner. And maybe we can get more post bridges and interludes connected together. That would be so dope. But Love in Space, I think it's gonna catch me similarly to Love So Sweet, where upon first listen, 9 out of 10, 9.5 out of 10. But over time, it's gonna have that like 10 out of 10 factor to it. I can already tell due to how extremely catchy it is. Like, sure, the rapid fire cannon delivery is not something that you could easily sing along to. You can sing easily more so along to Love in Space. Maybe not the high notes per se, that and the notes that Bora comes through in this, but yeah, extremely catchy hooks, extremely catchy melodies, that groovy synthwave loop. Love the bounce to this song during the pre-chorus, and don't even get me started with those riffs powering through within the chorus of this song. But guys, we're gonna have to dive back into this because Love in Space is just that song. Super catchy, a lot of longevity to it, I can feel immediately, and yeah, a masterpiece. So there's this sort of, I don't know, there's this sort of outer club feel to it at the beginning. I don't know the best way to explain it because I'm running on minimal, like, kind of sleep today, especially after a long day of classes, mind you guys. I'm sorry about that. But I love these horns here that kick off in the intro of the song. And correct me if I'm wrong, this is coming from Love So Sweet. This doorknob. I'm actually curious. Okay, we're gonna have to bring this up. Love So Sweet, Cherry Bullet. Maybe I'm tripping, I don't know. With that door, maybe? Yeah, that white frame door. Right? This is what I'm trying to reference to, guys. This door here. Maybe. I don't know. It just got me so reminiscent of, because all I could remember is these scenes where they utilize a lot of set dressing and, like, of course, obviously neon lights. But this door here, of course, not this door handle past the first door, but yeah. Huh. Yeah, it almost got me reminiscent of the door, but anyways, nonetheless, I'm pretty sure we can agree that this is a clean transition into this scene, like from the shades, the doorknob, the whole of the doorknob. So what we're hearing here is hi-hats as well. Man, these synth strings, great addition to the song. And that black cat. And I totally forgot what the black cat is all about because I remember reading something about it, unless I'm tripping right now, but this rapid fire cannon delivery. I feel like for some people it's gonna grow on them with more listens, but immediately it snatched me, it caught my attention. But then it's like, it's continuing onto Cheren as well. I'm like, what? You know? That is, you know, and the bounce to this, you know, it got me truly reminiscent of their previous release, but in more of a retro-based manner, you feel me? Just love the bounce to it. I want to see more of this choreo. It's like, that's so eye-catchy. How they do that sort of bounce with the, you know, the instrumental. 시간은 건너 I gotta listen to that again. 시간은 커녕 But I just love how she puts emphasis, like she drags it, you know? It adds to that dreamy feel to it. Oh, I just love Yuju so much. Some of you may know the bias. Yeah, this part with May. Love it. And you hear the transition with the drum kits, the electronic drum kits? And the amount of syllables that they come through. Love, love, love. 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow. That's crazy that they've come through with that many times in that kind of repetition, right? But yet make it super memorable and catchy with it, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's a due in part with the how the elements are done in this moment, because there's that bounce to it, you know what I'm saying? Space, 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 space. Do 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 do. Haeun, always the bias wrecker, and then now they're in this new world galaxy of some sort on the 7th floor, the tree. This bridge though, I'm like, okay. And then, sure, Haeun gets it. And then there's this. I can't tell really. It's some sort of... It can't be a vocal loop. It's some kind of sampling that's going on here that's doing this revving kind of sound with this post-chorus. Incredible. And the details in the choreo. I'm telling you guys, like 2 or 3 more listens, couple more listens, it's gonna be a 10 out of 10 for me, truly. Love in Space, even with the text being purple, lilac color. My favorite color is purple, as some you may already know. I mean, everything about this very well and cleanly done. Oh, okay, description here actually. Dreaming of a lovely lucid dream. Cherry Bullet's second mini album, Cherry Wish, okay. The title track, Love in Space, features Cherry Bullet's subjective and mature charm of trying to win the love of the ones they love, even in their dreams. It is a synth pop, but yeah, okay, exactly. That's what I thought. A synth pop genre based on retro sounds, giving them dreamy vibes, with the rap melody in the beginning and the catchy, exciting melody in the second half. Yeah, the song is very energetic with it, you know, very dreamy with it, as I mentioned earlier. And thanks to this description, adding to my thoughts here, mature with it. And if you look back, ever since their debut, I think this is a new start, truly a new start. I really thought Love So Sweet was a new start, you know, with the first mini album, getting a better understanding what they're all about, and I think that was more of the start. But now starting again and showing that they're gonna be maturing their sound, you know, and diving deeper and in their sound, within their sound, and trying to expand their catalog and discography per se, throughout more releases, and of course the B-sides, which makes me wonder, you know, are then any of the B-sides gonna hit more so heavily in the retro route? Like, I'm talking about more disco to it, you know what I'm saying? Because I think Cherry Bullet can truly do something even more, like even synthwave. I would go crazy for a city pop track. I would go crazy for a future funk track, which I hope that becomes more of a heavy thing in terms of K-pop, having something very future funk, you know, about it in terms of genre wise in any release, regardless title track or B-side. But I'm just saying, if there's a B-side, or like the mini album ends up topping my, you know, their first mini album, or there's a B-side that tops my favorite B-side called Whatever by Cherry Bullet, I'm gonna go crazy, guys. So yeah, let me know your thoughts about this release, Love in Space. I think this was such an immaculate, spectacular, very catchy, captivating, especially released by Cherry Bullet themselves. Cherin just continues to impress me. Bora just continues to show and improve, and I already knew what she was capable of before Girls Planet 999, and I knew what Haeun was capable of on the previous Survival show, of course. And yeah, hopefully we will get, you know, more comebacks by Cherry Bullet faster than, you know, that the time span of the previous release, surely, because you know, the whole Survival show is done and now they're, you know, back as a group. And I think yeah, like I said, another new start, and I'm sure we're only gonna, you know, get greater and better things from Cherry Bullet, because I've been truly loving their covers and all. But as always, guys, be sure to like, share, maybe subscribe, as it helps out the channel so much, and just want to start connecting with y'all and fellow Lillettes in the comment section down below, of course. And as always, have a great day, have a good night, have a good afternoon, wherever you are. This has been Garrison, as always, and peace.